joining us on the phones. You may have seen a story about the U.S. Census earlier this week that here in Lubbock, we're actually, you have census workers going around and dropping off questionnaires, and we're going to get an update now on the census. Joining us on the phones, it's Brenda MacDonald with the census. Brenda, good morning. How are you today?
Hi, good morning, Chad. Fantastic. How are you?
Doing great. I appreciate you joining us and kind of giving us an update on what all's going on with the U.S. Census, of course, with coronavirus. That's been like headline number one, right, for the last 4 or 5 months. And it's I think it's probably impacted, the response rate and probably the operations of the U.S. Census, correct?
Yes, it has. We've had some challenges in the recent months to keep us on track, but we are moving forward, and our operations have resumed as of Tuesday. So, which is fantastic because the Lubbock area census office, which covers this entire region of West Texas, Amarillo, Lubbock, San Angelo, and Abilene, we're out there. We're back in the field. We have field operations going, and we're handing out packages. We're putting them on the door handles. We're not knocking on doors at this time, so there's no interaction, but we are out. So everyone will have a chance to respond to the census now.
And that's a great thing that you brought up, because I'm sure there are people who, they're worried about opening up the door and talking to someone, or they just, I'm sure y'all have run into this before where people just don't want to open the doors anymore. They don't want to talk to anybody. If somebody gets if they haven't filled out the census yet online, are those the folks who are getting the attachments on their doors?
Not necessarily at this time. The people who are receiving the questionnaires attached to their door handles are the people who have not been able to respond yet. Mm-hmm. And those are people who live in rural communities who don't have a city-style address. They might have a post office box, so they've actually not received an invitation. Oh. And what's important about that invitation, it's got your census ID number on there. So while people, yes, anyone could go online and respond, we've been asking people to hold off until they can enter that census ID number, because that matches your physical address to what we have in the database for the household itself. And that will also really kind of not eliminate, but power down on people needing to come and to verify your information. So that's one way people can not have an enumerator come to their door and knock on their door when we do non-response follow-up, which starts August the 11th.
Okay. When it comes to the census, what is the response rate for Lubbock and I guess Lubbock County, and how does that compare to the rest of the state?
Lubbock County, we're sitting at 56.3% self-response rate right now, and the city of Lubbock is doing a little bit better than that. We're at 57.1%, which both of those are a higher rate than Texas as a whole, which has 54.9%. And as a nation, as of yesterday, we hit a 60% response rate. So we're just a little bit under what we're doing as a nation. Well,
when it comes to, because a lot of this can be done online, and for those who are, concerned about their information and putting all that information online, is it safe? What safety guards are up for that personal information?
Yes, it is safe. It's protected by law, and each employee takes an oath to protect the personal information of any respondent. And it's also not shared with any other agency. So not law enforcement, not immigration. All the personal information is held for 57 years before it's released. So
that's a long time. Are y'all still looking for volunteers or people to help out with the census? Because this is a massive undertaking that the census does.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, we are still looking for people to help, and it's really important for people from the community to apply, because we would prefer to have people from West Texas, from your, who look like you, who maybe speak your languages, because we do have pockets of people who speak other languages besides English as their first language. So we really try to reach out and hire local people. Anyone can go online at 2020census.gov/jobs and apply. But yes, we are still actively hiring.
Brenda, what if people have any more questions about the census and what's maybe happening here in Lubbock, or what just is going on overall with the census? Where can they seek out more information?
They can definitely go on to 2020census.gov, or they can go to census.gov. We've got two websites. They're full of information, we've got people. There's a phone number that they can also call if they have any other questions about their specific enumerators, or there's assistance that they can have, and all of that information is on our website. And if they want to, they can also call, if they're interested in jobs, 1-855-JOB-2020.
And what is the big benefit of the census? Why do people need to participate?
Well, there's a few reasons. The operation, it's crucial to have a complete and accurate count for all communities. That's going to help guide hundreds of billions of dollars in public and private sector spending each year. The results, they influence redistricting and representation, but they also help us plan for growth, and which is really important here in this area. I mean, we're having explosive growth in all areas, especially on, the southwest side of Lubbock and a lot of our surrounding communities as well. And this is going to help us to decide where to build or improve roads, schools, clinics. That's all decided by the census numbers.
Very good. Brenda MacDonald, appreciate your time today. And we encourage everybody to get that census information in. If you got the card laying on the table somewhere that you just haven't gone to the computer and filled everything out, go ahead and do that while you have time.
Thank you so much. I appreciate your time.
Thank you, Brenda. Appreciate it. All right. That's Brenda MacDonald with the U.S. Census joining us here on the Chad Hasty Show.